chapter of One Piece, Princess Mancherry of the Tontada tribe uses her magical tears to bolster the strength and to heal the warriors of Dressrosa. So yeah, Princess Mancherry's powers are basically the exact same as the Pokemon from the very first Pokemon movie. It's a little more complex than that, but I do like the fact that Princess Mancherry is actively flying around Dressrosa on Cub, by the way, and using her crying abilities in a way that we've never seen before. We've already known that she can heal people, but now she's able to distribute her tears like dandelions, which fall from the sky, except that they're called teardelions. Get it? These teardelions are basically like the sensu bean of the series. Basically, if you touch one, if you have any injuries or you're hurt in any way, it'll give you the strength you need to get through just about anything. And this is perfect timing because everyone is working together to try to push the birdcage back. And this scene is really awesome because it really does bring everybody together. You know, you have the Straw Hat Pirates, Bartolomeo, the frickin' revolutionaries in Sabo, the Tontada tribe, even frickin' Fujitora decides to jump in and help the group. Pretty much he's looking out for his own skin, but just to see these characters work together really just drives home the fact that the pirates, the marines, the normal citizens of the world can all coexist, but it's probably not going to last too long. One of my favorite things about this week's chapter, though, was the incredibly tense confrontation between Doflamingo, Violet, and Rebecca. Violet is so freaking awesome for just confronting Doflamingo out of nowhere and getting ready to attack him. I honestly kind of hope we do get a little bit of action between these two characters, and I hope this doesn't result in Violet getting killed, because she's one of my favorite female characters in the series, one of my favorite characters from Dressrosa arc, and I think one of the strongest candidates for next Straw Hat Pirate. Although she's probably going to be a little bit more important in terms of rebuilding the Dressrosa kingdom. All I know is I'm freaking exciting. Another little detail that I noticed, and it's something that I think is really awesome, and I noticed it from Franky. Maybe this happened earlier and I never saw it before, but because of how damaged he is, a huge portion of his face has actually been ripped off, and he kind of looks like the frickin' Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger with half of it ripped off, and you can see like the cyborg eye and everything. I think that looks really freaking awesome. All I know is I'm excited. This week's chapter was pretty good. So what's the rundown on this week's chapter of One Piece? Everybody's working together with the power of friendship to stop the giant birdcage of death. So yeah, this was a very simple but exciting chapter, which essentially was another big setup for the final battle between Luffy and Doflamingo. My guess is they're going to continue to push the birdcage back, which will give Luffy and Doflamingo a little more room to fight, and eventually it will all end with Doflamingo getting defeated, the birdcage dissipating, and Dressrosa Kingdom being saved. How we're actually going to get there, though, I honestly can't predict. I don't know if Doflamingo has any more tricks up his sleeve, especially when Luffy finally gets back into the battle, because Doflamingo probably knows what's coming, and he probably has some sort of counterattack for that, and I can't wait to see what that's going to involve. Probably more of his awakened Devil Fruit powers and strings. Maybe we'll get to see something completely different. Maybe even from Luffy as well. That's something I really just cannot wait to see. Otherwise, my favorite things about this week's chapter was definitely the scenes with Violet and Doflamingo. That final panel where Rebecca is screaming in terror really has me shocked. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with that in the next chapter. Could Violet have already been attacked and killed? Could this be something that actually pushes Luffy to go, like, beyond and even rage into, like, Super Saiyan levels? I don't know. All I know is I'm really pumped for this final battle because as much of it as we've actually seen, I still don't even think we're getting started yet. I really think this is just the beginning of their big battle. Namek is getting ready to explode. Luffy's getting ready to go in the battle. There's only so much time left. The tension is ridiculous and I can't wait to see it. The other thing that I think is really important about this chapter is just seeing everybody work together, putting aside their differences, all for the sake of survival. Just seeing all these different factions and groups come together was really great. Fujitora was definitely the biggest surprise. Just seeing him walk out of nowhere and just deciding to immediately help without any hesitation was really awesome. And he definitely helped out a lot. You could tell at the end. Everybody working together. Bartolomeo, Franky looking awesome as shit. Even the Tontada tribe were definitely pulling their weight. This was just a really nice, exciting setup chapter. On the technical side of things, everything looked really nice this week. The artwork, all the characters looked really cool. Like I said, Franky and his brand new ripped face Terminator's cyborg look, I think, looks really awesome. Violet looked awesome and sexy as always. Doflamingo was incredibly intimidating. All of the destruction of Dressrosa is looking really awesome. This was an exciting setup. So I'm going to give this week's chapter right here a 4 out of 5. I usually don't like setup chapters that much, but this one really got under my skin and really got me excited for next week. I really just cannot wait to see what is going to happen. So we're just going to have to tune in, read, and find out. So 4 out of 5 from me. Really, really liked it. But what about you guys? Did you guys read this week's chapter of One Piece? Did you have a favorite scene this week? Do you think that Violet is going to be killed by Doflamingo? Do you think someone's going to end up saving her at the last second? What's going to happen in the final battle between Luffy and Doflamingo? And will Dressrosa Kingdom survive? Please tell me in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching my review. Make sure to like it and share it with all of your friends. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and follow us on social media. If you guys are feeling pretty saucy, you can also check out our brand new video podcast series, The Powerful Nerdcast. Both Christian and I talk about a lot of really cool things, so you should definitely check that out. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, stay dandy, baby.